What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yukon. We have a massive game here, 4 versus 4. I don't do too many team games, but I'm excited for this one, as there should be quite a bit of action going on here. I'm going to try to keep up as much as I can. This is, again, Yukon, one of the original AOE3 maps that everybody that had the game back in 2005 was playing on quite a bit. One of the more popular maps, I think, because it had a lot of hunt. And there was some issues with hunt early in the game's development. But anyway, let's take a look around this map, around these teams. Over here on the southwest side, the farthest left player on this team is Cookie Run, playing as the Portuguese in blue. Then next to him, we have Keo playing as the Germans. We have Ottoman, Only Boss. It's a familiar name that I think most people will recognize. He is I think currently top 10 on the ladder in 1v1. Probably a little bit different in team games, but he is getting his trade post as Ottoman. And the last player on this team is Sensei, playing as the Dutch. Now on the other side here, we have Jailed playing as the Dutch. Is he the closest though? It looks like, no, we have Bandit playing as the Brits in the closest to the opponent's team. So that is going to be a little bit potentially dangerous when you're that close, because your teammates are kind of spread out on this map. You're all along. Let's take a look at the fog war. You can see where your teammates are, and they're always positioned in the same kind of formation, so everybody knows exactly where the each individual is going to be. The second player is Jailed, playing as the Dutch there. He's opening up with a market. And Apple's playing as the Maltese. And lastly, Stone Tarkson playing as the Indians, which I think is it's an interesting civ for team games. I think it's usually good because they scale pretty well, and lots of trees and base to keep the villager production going, and additional hunt because you don't have to use it as much. So let's see how these players are working, how these teams are working together. We have a bunch of trade posts already, 4 taken, and there are some signals going to this 135 XP treasure. Looks like these guys are going to be working together pretty well, as that is the red team. Jailed looking to take this 135 XP, and we can slowly take a look at decks as well. It's a nice big treasure. Let's see what else we got going on over here. Nothing yet. 100 food. That's probably going to be picked up by Only Boss. That'll help his age up for sure. And a 135 XP treasure here going for the Portuguese, trying to pick that up. All right, let's get into some of these decks. Who do we have? We have Bandit, who is down here. Longbow Huss VC. Okay, that's a potential. Okay, definitely a little bit different decks than 1v1s. Some late game cards for sure, and I can appreciate that. I can see why that's useful. Rangers, of course. It does have the church card as well. So okay, Rangers are, I've used them a bit. They're kind of low HP, a little bit disappointing in that aspect, but the extra range and the extra attack is pretty good. And let's see, we have Keo on the other side playing as the Germans. He's got fencing school, Spanish riding school, gives Cap 10% more HP. Move faster thanks to training. Okay, that's I mean, I guess 10% HP can be nice. Southern wagon upgrades, Germantown farmers. So yeah, definitely seeing some unique cards in these decks. India, I mean, even their 1v1. Oh, team supplementary laws. That's a really good card, and he has sent that. So with 4 players on a team, that is really that's a nice card. So you got wood trickle, coin trickle, food trickle, export, influence, XP. So if you add that all up together, that's probably about well, 0.3 food is more than half of half a villager, right? Okay, so that's probably about 1.3, 1.5. I would have to do the math in more detail, but it's close to 1.5 vils per player. So if you have 3 teammates, that's like 4.5 vils. 4 total teammates, that's close to 6 vils. So that's a really nice card for the team aspect. And he is already up. He is going with the Carnimata and 700 wood coming in a consulate. Let's keep going through some of these decks. Only Boss, he's build 2v2. So this looks like it's going to be a straight FF. Where is he? He is in green, right? Yes. So he's going to go for the 5 villager after 700 coin, steel traps, fast fortress into most likely Spahi, and TC boom. That's what this card's going to... Well, you know, maybe he'll skip the Spahi. Maybe he'll just go 3 TC very quickly. He's got his explorer way up here, which on a map like this is actually... Oh, no, that's... Forget, not Ottoman. Ottoman is usually you think of as red, but he is green here, and he's getting chased down, right? Is that his... Or is that his ally? Yellow is... That's his ally. Okay, so they're going for treasures up here. 250 coin. There are some crazy treasures on this map. But maybe he'll expand his TCs over here. Maybe he'll build with villagers. We will have to see. But he's switching everybody to food now. We'll come back to see just how much he gets from that card. Jailed as the Dutch up to 3 banks. And now sending back-to-back wood. Oh, and he sent a team market wagon. Makes exploration market text for free for everybody on the team. So really nice use of team cards so far from the team on the north. And I know Jailed is a team player first and foremost, and a very good one. So I think he is going to be doing a great job coaching his teammates. He's going to need to when he's facing up against a top 10 1v1 player and the only boss. All right, and Sensei... He is also on this north... Oh, no, he is on the south team playing as Dutch. He's got... he went with the market wagon as well. Lots of team cards here. So very different decks compared to 1v1. And Maltese also having that team market card. Or oh, no, sorry. It didn't switch decks. But, wow, some really, really unique decks compared to what you usually see in 1v1. That's always fun to see that. Cookie run as Portuguese, getting steel traps now. Basically a standard fast fortress deck. Now sending organs. And their TC is going up over here. Stable coming up. Wow, that's really early organs. I mean, we're... Okay, he's canceling it now, going for goons. He's pretty popped pretty hard here. He dropping a house, though. And Bandit. Now sending 4 vills. We do have some action. Some Ulans getting in the base of Dutch here. And some deli from Only Boss. I'm thinking if I should put friend phone colors on, because this is so difficult for me to keep track. But I think that would mess things up as I switch around. So we have pink here. And that's going to get... Okay, just 1 deli going down for Only Boss here. I want to see Only Boss. Is he sending... Did he already send it? Okay, he did. We missed how much wood he got for that card, but he's got double artillery foundry and another TC, so that's a decent amount, and he still has 1,000 left. So I gotta believe that's gonna be a nice little raid here, picking up a couple vills from Brits, but he's gonna get out of there. It looks like yeah, everybody's really getting up to fortress now, starting to get up to fortress. The A boost production is coming. The TC got up, but the Explorer is now being attacked, trying to... Oh, that's a big polar bear, too. Alright, we have some goons coming out from the south. They are going to be trying to defend this Dutch player who's expanding his base quite a bit. Trying to get Reuters in himself, adding another bank. And we got some signals from the Only Boss. He wants to attack here. Try to start pushing on this British player who is kind of by himself here. Does have a nice Hussar mass. But, and some deli exploring again, trying to get a raid. Let's take a look at the perspective of the Only Boss. He really should get another town center going. I'm sure he's getting the market techs for faster production. Veteran A boost. He's going in for the raid. We see the Maltese commandery. And they're just trying to figure out where some villagers are. We have... Oh, what is this? A market wagon for Brits? Okay, I guess he probably started off with a market... Ooh, settler wagon going down. And a villager. Very nice raid there. These deli are getting quite a bit of value. So the Only Boss showing his skills and rating his 1v1 skills are really coming through here, shining through. And he's giving these players quite a bit of trouble. Single deli trying to find a vill far away from the TC. And, oh, and he's going to find that too. Wow, look at that. But there is a Sour chasing him down, which he might be able to... He should be able to take that fight if he is by himself. And some more signals. So these players are interacting quite a bit as teammates. A third TC going down for the only boss. These guys are trying to fight together, and you know, India is an interesting civ in team games. When you could get the Zambraks later in the game, a little bit later after multiple card upgrades, they can be very strong Dragoon units, and we start to see them coming out now. You know, now 1,000 wood coming for the only boss after he's already throwing down his third TC. Wow, 32 vills now. So at some point, map control is going to start becoming a real thing, because in your base you have nice hunts, right? You have your mine, but you have to start getting out onto the map because there's so much hunt here. It's so valuable to have map control, so many mines. So we do see the south team pushing out with Abus and Dragoons composition, and another 9 Abus in production. This is going to be a very difficult push to hold. And we see some more flares, but here comes the big push. Only boss leading the charge, sending additional combat cards for these Abus. And there are lots of Hussar here, but they can't fight with these Dragoons. Fortunately, okay, Vills are gonna have to move, but I was gonna say there's not too much under threat other than market, some houses, which are, you know, not too bad to lose. Wow, look at all these banks. Who is it? Is this jailed? Look at this. He's up to 8 banks and he's going to industrial right now. Double barracks. Look at this, man. He is not messing around. I don't think he's made any military though. I think he is just hoping his and Bandit dropping a bunch of houses here as he's trying to reestablish another base. Veteran crossbow coming in for the Maltese player, so they are ready to defend these Abus. However, Abus gonna get some really good shots while Maltese is not paying attention. Bunch of crossbow going down, and we do have a disciplined Sour, but you got to be together all at once going in, and they are gonna do this. They are gonna commit. Not yet Veteran Hussar, but a very nice mass. Gotta get on the Abus, gotta take out these goons as well. It's gonna be a tough little fight, but Sour's in good position on the skirmisher. And I wonder if it's gonna be enough Dragoons here. More Abus coming in, an insane amount of Abus. How many do we have? 36 here, and that alone I think is gonna be able to force back the northern side, the northern team. Only boss up to 45 vills. I wonder if he has his tech to keep producing. We'll see in just a second. Abus poking and getting lots of value here with these Huss. No cards, no veteran upgrade, and unfortunately look like they're going in unnecessarily and really getting donated there. That is a big loss, big time mistake there by Bandit, who's been under pressure. He's been the only one under pressure so far, and he's actually going up second TC. I think that's from the age up. And more artillery cards coming in for the Abus. Villager production is continuing for Ottoman as well. He did get the tech to make sure that happens. Trying to get a shot on TC before. Oh my gosh, and he gets one. And it does nearly 2,000 HP because it was under construction still. 1 Minuteman group called out. The second one, not yet. There it is. But it's just going to be a little bit of a delay. Oh, we do have Blue Guard from Jailed now, who is up to industrial. The heavy cannons as well. And I think they need to gather everybody together, and they might be able to hold this. Dragoon's not going to go in because they spotted all these crossbowmen, and more skirmisher. Blue Guard are here as well. So really a nice nice push and timing to save, well, at least one TC for his ally. Jailed is busting out all the guns here, and this might be enough to force the southern team back into their base for the moment. But these Abus are getting so much value still. Look at this micro. Jailed is just not paying attention enough here. Oh my gosh, these Abus got so much value, and I think Only Boss is really showing. Ooh, and what do we have? These are Ulan from the south getting caught. So, but against Sour, it's not as clean of a wipe as you might expect, because Sour are pretty low damage against Ulan. Still, the cavalry is cleaned up, and that's not been too much from the German player that we've seen. As we say that, I notice he's in industrial and Jailed getting a fort wagon up. That's probably from the age up, and it is indeed. He's getting his factories. All right, what do we have going on? We have a German in H4. That is Keel. Let's try to find him. There he is. He's got 2 TCs as well. Abus just going in straight up against that that fort. And this is going to be a tough hold. Again, I mean, Abus are some of the best units in the game. They are, they're just destroying this fort. And it looks like maybe, is this a push or a surround? What is the northern team going for here? They're going into the other Dutch base and trying to just kind of do like a little bit of a base trade, I guess. Abus are not the most, I guess I was going to say agile, but they're not speedy. They do take a while to get around the map, so that could be something to play around for the Northerners. Age 4 Ulan coming in for Germany here. And I think we're going to have a big surround. It looks like the northern team might have a better composition, but I like the trees here. I like the positioning with the heavies. They're in a really good spot. They are not likely to be taken down, but here go the Dragoons committing, and they are fully committing. Those Dragoons are going to go down for sure, but so are the heavies, who are actually already down. And now an insane amount of... I'm trying to get to only boss. He's got 57 Abus right now. But we do have the Sours getting into position, trying to get into position. Gonna get some good damage done on these Abus, as these guys are very quick, get into the front lines very easily. But Dragoons are still there, Reuters as well. But it's looking like the southern team is thinning out. It's almost only Abus, as only boss is now aging up to industrial with the Tycoon. That's gonna be the coin crates, and he wants to get guard Abus. Wow, this infantry mass is really starting to grow for the Maltese, but here come the Prussian Ulan. Oh my gosh, that is a large army there. Let's take a look at Keo's perspective. 18 of these guys. They're not fully upgraded just yet. They're at guard, but I think he's missing, he does have CAF combat, but he's missing the Age 4 card and maybe even the Arsenal card, so they're kind of falling pretty quick, even though it's mostly infantry that they're going into. These Maltese Arbalister, that's Age 4, they're going to be competing pretty well against the veteran Abus at this point. But the numbers is just totally in favor of Ottoman here. So yeah, the Northerners are going to be pushed back. Southerners reclaiming some of this territory and going to be likely to try to continue pushing into this British base here, as that's pretty much where all the action's been. But so this is going to be going on for a while. So let's take a look around the map a little bit. We have a TC for the Indians. We have some town centers up north. That's British. That's Bandit, who's been getting forced, his economy forced back. Oh, and some Dragoons going down. He has established a northern base, so that's good. A little bit of safety there. We have a Maltese town center up there as well. 2 Ottoman town centers. A Portuguese town center from the Southerners, and a German town center from the Southerners as well, and a third one going into the middle of the map. So it's pretty even map control wise, I'd say. Raiding is really starting to heat up here now that the middle hunts are the target for all these villagers. And we have a Sour versus Age 4 Ulan, which is probably going to go in the favor of Ulan, especially since another combat card has come in. The last one that he's got to send is the Team Cav Attack, which is going to be a very nice card in obviously a 4 versus 4. So very interested to see. I mean, it's going to be tough to take out Guard Abus and Age 4 Ulan, fully upped Ulan. It's going to be some very high-powered units going into combat together. Reuters backing them up, as well as Dragoons. So the Sours looking like they're going to get caught out here. Unfortunately, a couple of them going to go down for free. And let's go around. We do have a Spanish Riding School coming in, as well as Cav hit points. Oh, and okay. So he must have got Mercantilism, and he's going to need... Jeez. So the Ulan have 2 more cards to boost them remaining. And the Southerners are now pushing to the middle of the map and into the northern base. Okay, let's take a look at ecos. 55 Vils for German, 66 for India, and he's just producing pretty much Sours. Vils, TC's idle right now. So a few Mahouts out here. Cookie Run, the Portuguese is in Age 3. The only one for the Southerners still in Age 3. India and Brit still in Age 3 for the Northerners. These Arbalists up to 204 HP. And we do have a commit here. The Mahouts and the Sours going in on the Abus. A huge mass of crossbow. And these Mahouts might get a lot of work done here. Really snaring the Dragoons. Sours in there as well. So it's... And Zambarak. I like that switch into Zambarak. Heavy cannon coming in from Jailed. Goons from Brits. So we got all 4 teams from the north here. The south, it's just really mostly only Boss and Portuguese here. Here comes the Dutch play. No, that's Jailed as well. Look at the amount of Arbalists here. Let's go to Apples. This guy. How many? 76 of these guys with over 200 HP, 27 attack, 19 range. I mean, cost effective. You talk about cost effective. They're way more valuable than these A-Boosts right now. And a massive infantry heading over to the west now, which is a good position for the Southerners if they want to keep it away from their base. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so no economic threat, no eco under threat. But we do have a big reinforcing batch of German Ulan, and there's 28 of them here up sieging. But Zambaraks and Dragoons coming in. This could be a big... Oh, Zambaraks! They're going to be so fragile if they get into melee. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. Okay, we have positioning going on here. But let's see what this fight... Oh, nice massive Dragoons are going to take care of these Olana, or at least force them back, and they are indeed moving back. So these guys are up to 68 HP, 418... I'm sorry, 68 attack, 418 HP. And a huge raid coming in. Wow, look at these guys. When they get on top of hills, they just erase them. Oh my god. Before they can even realize what's happening, 15 plus hills are down. This is what this is going to start turning into. Just mass raids all over the place. And Abu's still trying to kite. It looks like we have Keo going for Imperial? We might see an Imperial already. I think he's planning for it. He's got... I think he just had 2 TCs, but okay, let's finally start to really go through the eco. Walls are finally starting to go up. We have Ottoman at 95 vills. Jailed with Dutch, he has 46 vills and 8 banks, 2 factories on heavy, sending in the H2 Swiss Pike so he can produce them, and they cost less. And Sensei, the other Dutch player, let's check out his eco. He's up to... Oh, he's only at 4 banks. I guess... Is he going more aggressively? Wow, that's very surprising. Quite a bit behind. I mean, Jill has been playing this really well and went full eco for quite a while. But a huge fight here. Guard Skirm for Jailed showing up. We got the heavies, but they are going down. We have Guard Spahi. I think this is Team Spahi. Yes, it is indeed. You see 3-colored Spahi going in, and this is a nightmare for the Arbalists and the Skirmishers. Some Zambaraks there, but not enough. Here come the Swiss Pike. They're going to save the day. There's only a few of them, but they will get some really nice pokes in just a few shots and do some major damage. But these Spahi have over 1,000 HP at this point, so a very tough push coming in. The Northerners are going to be... Oh, they do have a couple nice fixed guns and some walls going up. Now more Swiss Pikes, so they'll be able to hold this. And I think... Oh my gosh! Oh, another one! There's going to be huge shots on the Abus! Oh my gosh! They are overcommitting. What is Boss doing? Oh, he's going way too far. And this is a total overcommit. A couple heavies will go down, but I think there's so much value lost. Ooh, Ulan's getting in there as well. These fixed guns are going to be very, very difficult to push into. Over 3,000 HP. Holy cow. I think they've been upgraded to heavy fixed gun. Nice walling and a third one going in. So this will really secure this area unless some culverins show up. Okay, so let's continue going through the economies. Maltese at 92 vills. Portuguese only at 59. That is shockingly low. That is very, very low. He is triple producing from the TCs right now. Which color? What color are we looking at? We're looking at blue. I guess he probably did lose a bunch of vills up north. And, yeah, he's got some work to do. He's been producing a lot of Dragoons as well, so focusing more on military support. But he's still in H3, and it's going to be a while. So he's going to be lagging behind a bit. But he does have some eco cards in already. Royal Mint, refrigeration. Let's see. The walls are starting to go up. Bandit now going to Industrial. He's at 85 vills, British player. Keo is going to Imperial and now sending Royal Mint. His eco is off the freaking chains, going crazy with the Ulan production. Stone Tarkson, he's up. He's only at 58 vills, so he may have been raided as well from these German Ulan. He has got some work to do too. This is going to be a little bit of a struggle for him. Only boss all we're already up to 100 vills. And I think that's everybody. We kind of looked through everybody. Dutch on the southern team is now getting tulips. These at 5 banks. He did not yet send the church card, which, yeah, it's pretty surprising. And some Swiss pike catching some Abus here, which is going to be painful. Goons going in for the Brits, and they're snaring and surrounding the Abus. This is a total massacre. Very good positioning. I don't know how these goons got in behind, but it's going to be a big sacrifice, but a lot of Abus going down. The Portuguese Dragoon is going to save the day a little bit here, but now it's just like 100 Arbalists and not so many guard Abus. There's not too... I'm surprised there's not a lot of siege here. All right, now everybody's up to at least Industrial except for Cookie Run. Keo is up to Imperial. It does have a lot of idle vills though. Oh, but he snuck in. He took out a wall and now he's in. Oh my gosh. This could be devastating. Where is Stoned? He's got 23 vills in here. They're all going to surely go down. 91 attack Imperial Ulan. 50 siege units. Holy cow. These guys are ridiculous at this point. And they are going to just destroy the... Oh, they're heading straight. Let's take a look at Keo's vision so he knows... So we see where he's going. Probably going to go for the factories because this siege, these guys are like pikemen at this point on wheels. Yeah, that fort is, or that factory is down for sure. Southern team is getting a big advantage here, I think. Ooh, look at all these coin crates. Arbalists are here though, but ooh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, wow, 44 still remain, and they're just trying to kill every villager possible. I would split some off. Yeah, that's a great decision. Snare some of the goons. Kill some vills up there. Spread them out. Oh, they're going for the factory again. I mean, I guess you can reproduce vills pretty quickly, so that does make sense. You're going to sacrifice a lot of resources here. But his teammates are pushing on the front as well, so... Oh, Swiss pike coming in. That's going to push them back for sure. As these guys are doing almost 200... Well, over 200, right? 99... Over 200, no, not quite 200 damage per shot against cavalry, but not too far away from it. All right, so I would say right now, definitely looking very good for the southern team. Another big raid on these mills, gonna kill villagers almost instantaneously. Probably just takes 3 hits. I mean, these vills have 200, they should have 203 HP, yeah. So that's going to be 3 hitting vills right now. That's just, wow, crazy. And more vills going down on the Indian rice paddies. Holy cow, this is just devastating. And are they going to sneak out? Tell me they rebuilt that wall, please. Oh, no, they did not. But they're still going around for another swipe at the farms. And, Keo targeting the factories, flaring it for his allies so they know what to target. Arbalest still trying to hold the wall here up against Legion Dragoon, Reuters, Hussar, and Guard Abus. But wow, a mass of heavies has built up for Jailed. As let's take a look. Who has the highest score right now? Apple's the Maltese player with the Arbalest. Is pretty far ahead of everybody, really. And the next highest is only Boss, and then Keo. Apples has made it to Imperial. His Arbalists have 270 HP at this point, and 35 range attack. Very, very good. But, you know, he's going to start running out of wood at some point. So that could be a challenge. We have Guild Artisans coming in for German, too, to help their settler wagons even more. But he's just pumping out so many Ulan. He needs a forward stable or two because he's using that pop space and not letting his eco build up. All right, but I think we might have a big push from the northern side coming pretty soon, as these heavy cannons have really started adding up, and it's the first like real artillery presence for either side. Guard Janissaries now going for the north, and the southern team trying to take that left side of the map where there are a couple native settlements, but they haven't been used yet. The Climax. There's some good, yeah, basically big button text there, and 5% gather rate for villagers and fishing boats. That's on all resources. That's a really good one. Ulan breaking in again, and this could be very devastating. This could be, potentially the end. I mean, all these banks are going to be under threat. The factories are both likely going to get cleaned up here, even though there are a few Swiss pike villagers getting destroyed. And yeah, this factory is definitely going down. Probably both of these. Cookie Run, who was stuck in Fortress for a while, has now jumped up to Imperial. Dragoons are coming in. Let's just take a look. 56. Oh my gosh, there's two guys coming in here now. And both factories are going to go down. Lots of Swiss pike. Oh boy. They're going to escape, aren't they? They are going to escape. Oh, that is so brutal. Some Ulan will go down. The Swiss pike are pretty quick. Trying to catch up and snare here, but I don't know, man. It's just really good teamwork from the Southerners coming in from the north, breaking the wall down and getting in, and then now from the south. And it looks like Boss was trying to go to the north again, but he might not know that he ran into a wall. There he is. He's redirecting. He's going to siege that and go in from the north. So using the mobility that Spanish riding school coming into play for the German player. And we're in the later stages of the game where the economy, all the mills and estates and factories are established. I don't think there's too many natural resources being picked up, even though there are still a lot of coin mines, gold mines all over the map, especially in the north. That can be a crucial point later in the game. We have some bombards on the Arbalist. These are great bombards, not Imperial bombards, though he is an Imperial age. That's a potential tech coming up later. Arbalists are out there on their own. You have Imperial pikes as well. And the fixed guns, Imperial fixed guns with over 4,500 HP is insane. That's absolutely crazy. Spahi coming out as well. These are Imperial Spahi. Abu's getting crazy shots here. Oh my gosh, the Arbalist getting erased. Oh, that's so brutal. I think the only boss really splitting his micro here to try to get some additional value, and you can see it happening. The Spahi should get picked up here by these British Dragoons. These are really strong Dragoons because Brits have multiple cavalry. Oh, wait a minute now. We have some Swiss. Oh, I did not even see this. The Northerners, jailed in particular, fighting his way through with the Swiss pike and the heavy cannons. Going to take out two factories right away and then move on to the banks, I'm sure. And there's really not a huge answer for this. There's Ulan standing by. Some Hussar getting in, but the Swiss pike shifting back very quickly. And oh my gosh, Kyo is going to go in here with 50 Ulan trying to take out these heavies. Is it going to be enough? There's so many Swiss pike here. Oh yeah, it's going to be very close. There might not be a lot of heavies left, but I don't think there's going to be any Ulan left. Down to 15 of them. These Swiss pike are erasing these Ulan. And there's still four heavies left. Wow. And suddenly, look at the German, under 100 population, only at 75 vills. He's getting guard Dops now to combat these Swiss pike, as the Southerners are still committing to pushing here. I think Boss probably has to help out and save his allies' base. Otherwise, it might be a 3-on-4 in a little bit. The timing here, it's going to be very interesting. I mean, you almost want to think about deleting a fixed gun or two and putting him up here to protect this base where it's getting pressured. And we do have a Cookie Run with some heavies and some bombards from Ottoman, but lots of Dops in queue now for the German player. Let's see Can we head over to him? What is he again? Oh, that's Kyo. I think we were on him. How many settler wagons does he have? Well, that's the Dutch player who was under lots of pressure. Wow, look at this siege. The amount of siege potential is insane there. How many? We do have 8 settler wagons. Did he send the Germantown? He did not. Okay. Wow, so another Imperial for Bandit. That is the British player. Oh, I was going to take a look at his deck and see his cavalry upgrade cards. Yes, he has all 3 of them. So very strong Dragoons for the British, who is now up to Imperial and sending Team Rum Distillery. A very nice card. But wow, Jailed pushing in here. And we do have Imperial Dops coming. Here they come. Oh my gosh, this is, I mean, they will wreck these Swiss Pike. I think, right, with a splash you gotta win that fight, but not unless there's like 8 heavy cannons behind them. Oh my gosh, and a very good choke for Jailed here. Just needs to block the Dops a little bit, and just insane shots from the heavies. Absolutely insane. The Swiss Pike might be able to hold on here, but the splash damage is so effective. Heavy's getting crazy shots, taking out the house maybe accidentally. Is it going to be enough? I think there might be. Oh, the Dops are pushing through finally. Look at all those plus 20s though. I mean, how many resources was that? You see Kyo now under 200 coin. He does have still a lot of Dops in queue, but did he do enough there? Because there's still 4 heavies. And now Cookie Run helping out. The flow of Swiss Pike has stalled out, but I think they're just misdirected. Wow. But now a huge mass of Swiss Pike on the way. But at the same time, look, I don't even know what happened there, but suddenly Kyo's over 4,000 coin in the bank. Insane. Even though he just popped out 20 Dops, and the slow push up top is still happening. Forward artillery foundries, forward stables, everybody's moving up their production, and the heavies are gonna finally go down here. 2 heavies coming in for German as well, so I think he's gonna hold this. But what impact has that done? Who is Sensei now? Oh, not quite the low score, because India has been suffering throughout this game and really struggling to get back up on his feet after those crazy raids, which is understandable. But we do have finally the last Imperial age coming up for the Indian player in the near future. Let's see just how many villas he's got. He's got 68. He's got multiple TCs. How many does he have? He's got 3, so he's getting up there pretty quickly in production rate. The A-boosts are not doing as much damage as they used to now, but they're getting really good splits on these Dragoons. These are Imperial Dragoons. Some of the better Dragoons in the game for British. But I think with the Arbalists and the Goons, these A-boosts are going to be in a tough spot. They're going to have to back up. They have almost 100 damage though, so it's siege damage going through all the armor. But still, it's just the mass of Arbalists here is going to be tough. All right, where are we? Where are we? This is the Dutch player Sensei. He does have a base behind these walls here. The last Imperial age has come through. And how many did he get? Coin crates? Yes, he did. He got 2,000 coin because of that age up and the ceasefire ability. All right, okay. So, the push does continue. Highlanders now coming in for Jailed. I believe that is how does he gain access to that? I want to say, because we've seen Carp use this quite often. Mercenaries train and arrive and move faster, but does he gain access? I'm not exactly sure on how that works with the access to Highlanders, but these guys, as we may have seen, if you've been watching this channel before, you've probably seen videos with these guys. 700 HP, 103 attack, ranged attack, 40% melee resist, so they will annihilate these Dops, and a single Swiss Pike was snaring them for a bit. But these guys also have 66 siege, so insane units, and a decent speed as well, 4.68. Jailed now sending 700 wood as he's running out of shipments. These guys are just going to go through this wall real quickly, and oh, but they are getting surrounded. Needle gunners here as well. They don't yet have counter infantry rifling, so these Highlanders might be able to take this fight. They're very easy to underestimate because you don't expect a infantry unit to have 700 HP compared to your 250, and triple barracks training these now fighting up here as well. These guys are training like instantly with the fencing school and this Dutch States Army. 8,000, 9,000 coin for jailed, as he has taken every villager off of food and everybody, 50 of them on coin. Insane rates of coin coming in here, and another 15 batch of these. I mean, if these guys cost 200 coin, that's actually quite a bit cheaper than they usually do. And more Swiss pike as well. It's just insane the amount of population and sheer damage popping out almost instantaneously here. They're going to be able to hold this for sure. Just these triple barracks going to get so much production. And the Highlanders committing to factories in the base of Kio, as a ton of skirmishers, needle gunners right behind them. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be enough with the Highlanders taking out that factory just barely. A lot of value, but I think it was worth it. Ceasefire coming in from the Northerners. I'm wondering the thinking behind that. Oh, I guess these we have honored sepoy here now, trying to close in on these heavy horse guns, and I think they're trying to commit to this. And we have Gurkha as well, but they're getting taken out by the A-boost pretty quickly. Now a full switch from Kio went from pure Ulan now into, oh, and there's a few Highlanders and British pike actually sneaking in the southern base, as the Northerners trying to the Southerners trying to push up north. Only Boss with the Ottomans trying to break through again, but not yet achieving anything. And more Swiss pike trying to break in. Looks like the British pike have found some buildings, and maybe found these factories have been scouted, so if he can notice that and target it, that could be huge. Swiss pike, oh, that is such a heavy loss of coin, but I think it might not be a problem with 8,000 still in the bank. And it looks like, yeah, we have Imperial fire throwers from Maltese now, which I think actually this late in the game with this many techs, they destroy A-boost gunners, which is wild to say. But look at this splash damage. 50 rocket attack with 3 area of effect. These guys are truly insane units at this point in the game, and you can just see it. Look at this damage. They just need to target the correct units, not the buildings. They are pretty expensive though, but they're actually, well, they're about the same cost as A-boost, maybe a little bit more because of the wood cost. So that might be the key going forward. Imperial fire throwers. Oh my gosh, multiple A-boosts going down with just a volley of a couple fire throwers. Needle gunners moving out as with Sensei, trying to take out these 3 barracks, which have been just causing chaos. Oh, and a massive proxy base up north. Jild is moving in. What do we have? Is there much here though? There's not too much. A few plantations or estates and mills, but it would be quite annoying to lose this area. But wow, yeah, I don't know. That's a big commit of 50, a lot of cost, a lot of population. But look at those villagers go down so quick. He might eventually actually have to delete some of these because they're so far away from everything else, and there's just not much that he's gonna be threatening up here. Just maybe a dozen vills or so. And we do have howitzers. Oh, that's from the Maltese. Organs are now out. These are actually ribald, Imperial ribald, and there's gonna be another push from the south. Kio's got, yeah, I don't think he's got any cavalry anymore. Ulan did a ton of damage, but now he switched fully into needle gunners, but there's 3 heavies coming along the side as well as fire throwers. Oh, huge shots. And I really do like the fire thrower addition to the composition. However, the organs are heading up, and another huge battle likely to take place. The British goons going in. Organs are unprotected. Oh, that's devastating. They should all be going down pretty quickly. Ulan going for the heavies, but the goons should be able to target them and save them. Oh, looks like one will go down at least. And Legion Dragoon is going to try to target the heavies as well. More organs coming in. I think we have almost all players from both sides coming into this fight here. More A boosts still popping off. Ottomans still trying to push in, and 4 barracks, quad barracks going up north soon. Nobody building them just yet, but refrigeration coming in for jail now. He's got nobody on food though, so I actually think, I mean, infantry attack would be much better, right? For his Highlanders. Where are these Highlanders, by the way? Taking out multiple TCs up north. He is just hoping his teammates can hold on while he pushes all the way across the top of the map into the opponent's base, where the economy is going to be really under threat in a couple minutes. And it looks like Germans starting to prep for that, but now reversing course. Maybe they're committing to the push. Mahouts making their way out. These are just honored Mahouts. Howards are sneaking their way in, focusing on the Portuguese fort now. And it looks like Ottoman is really trying to get into that base up north again. Trying to figure out whose walls are who as we make our way around this map. Just a little bit of a stalemate here, but I think the southern team is winning this battle. But I think this is going to be... Oh, and more Highlanders coming up north. Trying to target some villas on wood potentially. These barracks are now being constructed. And wood is starting to become an issue for sure. You can see where all the villagers are on the map. Highlanders finally making their long trek into the southern base, coming across the snow-filled land here, and going to be sieging on this single layer of walls. And that's gonna, well, there is another layer here, and a lot of vills have evacuated that Portuguese base. Food silos coming in for Dutch as well, even though still no villagers on food. A fort being constructed, or soon to be constructed, by Maltese. There is a bit of a timer here, and there are Imperial Abus behind the Highlanders. Highlanders are going to do crazy amounts of damage. They just need to find the right targets. They do see the factories, and those... Oh, there's... I think just 3 factories remain for the southern team, potentially. And the Abus are going to be very annoying here. You could turn and fight that, but if there's a lot of micro involved, you're not going to... Oh, man. I mean, these guys are doing tons of damage. There's still 46 of these Highlanders who are faster than the Abus. Wow, one volley nearly taking more than half of the factory, so they are going to most likely get both of these factories down. And it looks like reestablishing barracks at home. Jailed is repopulating his military with Highlanders at home to defend the push from the southern team, while also doing major damage. And he does turn, and he's going to fight on to these Abus and should get some really good shots as he's trying to close the gap as much as possible. That was a pretty big hit, but we have Doppelsoldners going into the north. These guys have 120 siege. They're trying to make their way into the economy of the northerners. This is just complete chaos right now. It looks like the German factories are going to be under target now. We still have 22 Highlanders. Highlanders joining the fight up top here. Now 760 HP. He really should send this infantry attack. I think it benefits them to give them more siege and range attack. Another factory going down. Abus are back here trying to defend. 18 Highlanders. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to siege this one down. It's going to be really close. Down to 14, 13. More Abus showing up. 10, and I think this is going to survive. It looks like it will. Abus just do insane amounts of damage very quickly. And we're going to watch this as the last Highlander does go down. And just under 2,000 HP remaining. Now, what do we have down here? We have Dutch from the south pushing lots of culverin, trying to push into the British base once again. The fixed guns, there's just one of them now, so it looks like the Culves probably targeted a couple of those, took them out. but a big, big bowling ball shot. And we do have more Highlanders coming in to defend. Wow, there's another 44 here. They might be able to clean all this up, honestly. They are insane. 760 HP. Riding school coming in for jail. Maybe he'll switch into... Oh, he's switching into Bosniak now. Wow, and they should train not quite instantly, but with mass cavalry and riding school, it's going to be pretty close to instantly. Can't wait to see when those two come in. Yeah, and they just popped. They're basically instantly, I think, at this point. 825 HP, 7.22 speed, and some really good damage and multipliers. And now getting Cav Cuirass as well. But Boss has now pushed in up north through the first layer of walls. Highlanders are coming from the back, though. Wow, and a huge mass of dops. Where did those other ones get? Not sure they got too far into the base, but this amount should really get some damage done. So take a look at Kyo's economy. Still very good. Oh, 69 vils only. Nearly 30,000 food. These fire throwers, though. Oh, the dops are so bunched up. They're getting evaporated. Oh my gosh. All that value, all that resource cost going nowhere. And Boss has resigned. The Southerners have given up and the Northerners have taken this. They have taken this game after all the pressure early on. The raiding from the Ulan. Oh my gosh, I am very surprised that they were able to get this back. And I think it's really almost purely on the shoulders of Jailed carrying this game. I can't tell you I've seen this very often, but maybe it's common in team games where you switch every single villager off everything except for coin when you're playing as Dutch, and pumping out these Highlanders, making them trek all the way from the north here down through a few town centers, mills, estates, just taking out villagers as they go. Look at how long of a journey this was. But that's why that speed card really did help them get through and across the map into the opponent's base, finally through a layer of walls and into 3 factory. Was it 3 that he take out? I think 3 on that last push, which is devastating. And earlier taking out multiple factories with the Swiss pike. So coming from both sides with these crazy mercenary infantry and showing how it's done. Insane economy. He had like 8 banks really early too. He's got 11 at this point. I think he might have lost a factory from those Ulan, those basically like pike on horseback. Really good push from Kyo early in the game, but wow. Well done by both teams hanging in there, as there was a couple players really getting hit early on. Bandit for the Northerners, and I think Cookie Run took some raids from those or was it Sensei? Sensei got some pressure early on. Only Boss had some really good composition and pushes early in the game, but just not enough. The eco was insane for him. Let's take a look at all resources gathered, and I gotta mention apples too with those fire throwers. I like that switch. He had tons of crossbow throughout the game, and by far the best economy. Maltese really showing off here just how strong that economy can be. Sensei unfortunately at the bottom, as well as our Indian player Stone Tarkson. But I mean, they were the ones getting the pressure, so that makes a ton of sense. Military production. I mean, it's just it's better, I guess, to look at the team charts at this point. And I mean, wow, we had armies with population over 400 throughout a large portion of this game. And let's take a look at eco villager population here. And Cookie Run, that was the southern team. They were ahead for a good portion of the game. This was the Ulan raids for sure, getting in there and killing, I mean, what, 60 vills or so? But they came back, they rebuilt their economies, and Jailed coming through with some crazy pushes through the walls with heavy siege units, taking out factories and banks and villagers and everything, and really pulling this one out for his team. So the very entertaining game, a 51-minute game. It went by quick to me. I did not think this was that long of a game, but constant action and really well done. Playing together and not giving up when you get your economy just wrecked by some Ulan. That's always a little bit disheartening, but good job for the Northern team. Congratulations. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.